What's up, guys? It's Josh with Fancy Trades, and today is May 19th. It's Tuesday, and I closed the day up $3,888. Screenshot in the video, and I wanted to show you guys. This is going to be a kind of a recap video, also a strategy video. This is one of my strategies. It's called it's a first green day strategy. It's very common, but I wanted to show you guys what I'm looking for. My criteria is to find these. And this strategy is actually really good for people that are under the 25K, the PDT rule. And you can only do that 3-day trades every 5 rolling days. That sucks, and you have to deal with it until you get over the 25K. So, if you guys don't overnight, I kind of suggest you guys learn to overnight, because I think overnighting is what grew my account the biggest, learning these strategies, and on this one specifically too. So, I traded UGAZ and UAL today, and I'll show you another example of another first green day pattern. But yeah, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so before I want to get into this, I want to say that not every strategy is perfect. There's not an exact science to this. So this strategy, if you buy the first green day and be like, oh, I bought the first green day, I didn't make money, it didn't go up. There is certain things I look for, and you can't just buy any green day, right? And even when it is perfect on your criteria or what you're looking for, even that sometimes it's not always right. But for this one, it seems like the percentage wise is a lot more in my favor going into overnighting it than not. So my strategy, I'll show you guys on UGAZ. So I longed it last night at close, very end of close. That's a super important one. It got closed decently good. It closed at I bought it UGAZ 1828. It had a pretty big dip, but it was still up 20% on the day. And so I bought that right at close, and I sold it at 6:15 and open at 1996. So that was my trade on what I did for today. And so what I was looking for is kind of like this V-shaped reversal. So I bubbled them out right here for you guys can see easier. Right here, the first green day, that's kind of weak one, but I would still have probably bought that. Yeah, mine was pretty weak, and I bought it, right? So it kind of got a feel for it of what first green day patterns would be on certain stocks, because not all of them are going to be great. You see some stocks that are just going straight down all the time, and you can see the one-day wonder charts when they just have one big green day and they die down and they never come back up. Do not overnight those. And I have had a lot more luck doing with UGAZ, DGAZ, a few penny stocks here and there, some mostly bigger companies, but not every stock is going to have a second green day. So just because it has a big green day doesn't mean it's going to have a second green day. That's not what I'm trying to say. Kind of got to look at the chart and look and see the history of the chart, and it shows multiple green days, or even one, it gaps up higher. Even if it has a red day the next day and it gaps up, you sell in the morning, you're good, because that's exactly what I did. I sold in pre-market because I didn't want to take the risk of it going down, which it did. So I took my money at the very top. I got it pretty good. I got the top pretty well. So if you're looking at this chart right here, I bubbled them out, and this is a good green day if you're trying to recognize what would be a good first green day on a chart. This would be pretty nice, something that's going pretty sideways, and you can see in the history of okay, this one has a green day, gaps up. I would sell in the morning right away. You let it go a little bit. It's still you could have got this green day and sold it on this one too, but I'm pretty picky and pretty patient on going overnight on these first green days. So, and here's another one. It just went down for 3 days, had a big green day, perfect, closed the end of the day high. I would definitely overnighted that, and then bam, that's a good 5, 6%, 7%. I don't know what it is, but it's a nice percentage overnight. So this is really good for people that are under the PDT rule, and you're trying to still make money, still making trades without doing a day trade. And then you can see right here, first green day pops up because it sold right into the pre-market, right in the morning. Because I'm pretty sure if you fucking you saw it in the morning and it let it go down, you'd probably sell at a lower price. It went down $2, right, or $1.50. So I usually sell right in the morning because I don't want the chance of it going down, especially in the market right now when everything's just constantly going down and down and down. It can seem like it might get a little hard sometimes, but this is a good example of where I entered right here. I saw the first green day. Looks like making a reversal, and I got in at close. Had a nice dip. That was still decent for me. Still up pretty high on the day, so I bought it, went to close, and sold right in the pre-market. So this is kind of like an example because you can look at the chart and kind of visualize it. Kind of looking for those in different stocks too. So let's go to UAL too. So I bubbled this one out again. So like you can see where, even this one I didn't bubble, but this one had a first green day. It had a dip before close. I like to always buy at close or a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes before close because because you're not really paying attention to a day trade and you just want that ending spot and then you want to hold it to the next day. So you could have got this one. I bubbled out this one. This is a nice green day. This one was a little tiny green day. I probably wouldn't have even done that one, but it's still gapped up really big. And then you can see the uptrend still. I would have grabbed this first one, sold it here, at open. Also with this one, it was trending down a little bit, 4 red days, and then had a nice green bar. There you go. One first green day pattern. Got into that and gapped up. Could have sold it. And you just left it alone. You could have got this. This one would have been decent too. This one would have been bad, right? So it's not always an exact science, but it's so close to that last one, and there's just so many. You kind of have to just be patient, realize like you can wait a little bit, not do every single green bar. Come on, don't overtrade. So this is the one, this first green bar, this is where I entered. I saw these two the other on Friday and Monday yesterday. No, wait. This was on Friday and Thursday. This one was a Monday one. This was the first big green day that okay, now I'm really going to enter because I saw this one on Friday and Thursday. I was like, still super weak. It was making new lows. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to risk that. Just be patient. Don't overtrade. Don't get into stuff that you're not super confident in. And so this was the first big green day that closed good. So I bought it at close on Monday for $23.95, and I sold right in pre-market 10 minutes before open for $25.47, which was a nice trade. I made like, I don't know, 6% on that or something. I don't know. I'll put it in the chat or the video. So yeah, that's kind of what you got to look for. You got to look at the past of the chart and see you can look at the chart and see the history of the first green day, and it gaps up. First green day, gaps up. Make sure it has a nice green bar, right? Like these ones, nice green bar, and then the one I traded today, nice green bar. Don't do the tiny green bars, the big wicks. I wouldn't recommend doing those. So let's do one more. Let's look at ACB. Right? Oh man, that was way out there. This one is on a downtrend, but you can see in the history of the chart, every time it has a nice green bar, a nice percentage day, it gaps up the next day. So like, let's go to this first one way back here. I wouldn't even have done this first one. That looks like it's still on a downtrend, but this next one, huge green bar, strong into the close. I would have longed it overnight. You could have got that top right before open, before it drops. Because I usually do not hold it past, I don't even hold it till open. I sell it in pre-market. So you could have done this one, this first green one. You could have done that one. That was a big enough candle, right? Or even the second one. But I don't even do second green days. I just do the first solid green day. Could have made money on this one. Again, it's just history. Just look at the chart. This one's a nice green candle, and again, it opened way up higher, but it sold off. So I sell in the pre-market, right? I'm just taking my money and go small gains every time. And here's another one. You could have bought the first big green day, even though it's kind of smaller. It's not a great example, but that is there. And then you go down farther. I don't know. It's like a month later. Nice big green day, right? Gaps up big the next day. Could have got that one. And then this is the most recent one that ran for a couple of days. Nice green day. I would have even considered this the first green day because this one was kind of weak, right? So I could have considered that one, but this was the real first green day, and it would have gapped up pretty nice, even ran up higher. And so those are good examples. You gotta look at the chart. You gotta look at the history chart. You can't be like trading one-day wonders. Like, man, let's see what's a day. Like these, sometimes you can get this was a big runner for the day, and it had a big gap up. This is what I call the one-day wonders. Big gap up, next day just down, down, down. It's just a big pump and dump, right? I would definitely not overnight that, even though it wasn't even a first green day. It gapped up big and just went straight back down. So you gotta look at the history of the chart, right? Like, you don't see big runners like a big green day like this one run up. Like, there's not good stuff in that. You gotta have to know the stock and what it does, because almost all the stocks have their own behaviors and patterns on them. But yeah, those are my 2 trades I did today, UAL and UGAZ, and ended up pretty solid day today. And that's pretty much the first green day pattern. And it's pretty simple. It's great for people that only have 3-day trades every 5 rolling days, on people under the PDT, right? And you guys should probably keep track of like the percentages of like what you guys are doing, and like how often it's working for you guys. Make sure you're looking at the right, right criteria. It's a big green day close is good. Does the history of the chart show multiple green days? Common sense stuff like that, right? But yeah, that's my first green day pattern. Hope you guys like it. If you did, leave a comment or like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you had any questions. And I also reply to on my Twitter. It's FancyJGG. I reply to there very, very quick. I'm very active on there. So if you have any questions about the charts or first green day, or even if you're just looking at a stock and you just want a second opinion, doesn't matter. But yeah, and hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching.